Alrighty, so as I said earlier, the audio was absolutely awful, so I'm going to do a quick voiceover over this part of the video. So what we're doing here, we've converted our file into a 3D printable file, and from here we're going to put it into the 3D printer, start our 3D print, go through, we're going to speed it up. Yep, that's the 3D printer there, as you can see. And we are going to yeah, that's all I really have to say, to be honest. So I am going to point at the screen a couple of times, saying that there is the temperature of the nozzle, the bed, and the printing speed, because my printer has variable speed limits, and etc. etc. Well, that's a piece of plastic, and that is about the size that we're going for. That's our basic blank hex piece, and that should be about the base of the hex piece that we're going to be printing. So we're going to jump into the 3D printing. Like and subscribe if you so wish. Alrighty, so once you've got your 3D print completed, you've just got to go through and clean it up a bit. Because you get little bits and pieces which kind of stick out where you don't want them to be, especially with this one because it's going inside of another bracket, like the base piece. So you go around, get anything large off with a hobby knife or something similar. Like these top parts don't really matter that much. It's these bottom parts which I really need to get right. So, and especially say like make sure these outer edges are correct. So just go around with a file or some decent sandpaper. Just bring that back down to where it needs to be, just so it fits in the other the bracket, mold, whatever you want to call it. It's the base piece which is going to be used, which these are going to be slotted into. So you just need to remove all of this. Like a lot of these corners normally have extra edges, so you can even just hit that corner, round it off a bit. then when you do that, it'll take the plastic off the side. So you need to do the flats again. Make it as good as possible. Going around from there. For these bottom pieces, it's not the best quality, but it's fine for what we're doing. These are going to be painted up and all sorts, so they'll be cleaned up a lot better by the time that happens. You just want to remove any scrappy edges, really. None of this has to be perfect. Get your round file under that edge. Try and clean some of that off a bit. Because that is our overhang, so it will be a little bit messy. In some cases you can add in supports for the overhangs. But for something like this, it's not really worth it because it does make more connections on it as well, so you've got to clean them up anyway. So with this one, I might as well just keep as is. It's only a small overhang. Just go around, file it all up. You can use Dremels as well, it'll be a hell of a lot faster. But you do take off a lot of plastic when you do that, so you've got to be careful. That's basically it for our pillar. We're going to go through and scale it down. Seems it was meant to be smaller. Because what I did with this one is I did it to the template, and the template is 100 scale, while what I've been printing out for the rest of it is 85 scale. So 15% smaller. We're just using that for the game. At the moment, we may change it. We'll see. Might be smaller, might be a little bit bigger. But I think 85 scale, maybe an 80 scale would be the best for this, because we don't want it to be too much for what we're doing. I guess we'll see what happens. Well, that is the completion of the first series in our Model Works section of NerdWorks Studio. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you so wish, and we'll see you next time.